Good afternoon, students. Today's our topic is academic writing. Academic writing is one of the subjects that we teach in senior course of students of our university. Academic writing is type of the writing that considered is used mainly in the academic contexts and settings such as university, scholarly publications, and others. Let me give the broadly definition to this terminology. Academic writing is a formal style and writing used in universities and scholarly publications. You will encounter it in journal articles and books on academic topics, and you will be expected to write your essays, research paper, and dissertation in academic style. Despite this, in schools, students should follow to writing academic style too, because we use at schools academic language. Let me talk about the elements of academic writing. It's like parts. The first is academic vocabulary. Academic vocabulary is a list of the words that used in mainly academic contexts, and you can look to the AWL, which means academic word list, when you write your academic paper. Academic vocabulary is formal vocabulary that you use in your writing. It differs from the informal language or speaking vocabularies which you use in speaking. The second element and feature of the writing is reference. Reference means that giving someone's idea into your own work and giving credit for them as a format of the in-text like citation, or by making the reference list at the end of your writing. It means that if you use someone's work or words in your writing, you should give the credit for them, like mentioning their name and date of the publication according to the rules of the reference. The third feature of the academic writing is format. Format of the writing means that parts of the writing which is already well established, like a framework. For example, it differs according to the types of the writing, and that has own structure. Structure means that parts of the writing which includes title, it can be sometimes title page of the writing, and then abstract, then keywords that you are going to use in your the whole body, which is considered also academic vocabulary, hard to understand when students struggle to understand the words within the text. They can just look the keywords and find the meaning of them. And following the part of the writing after the keywords is definitely introduction part, and each part should include the exact information, and it's like a rule of the writing. And then bodies. In the body of the writing paper, you should include different types of information, including discussion part, problem solution part. If you are going to look through the real facts, along with statistics, you should include the results of the research, and at the end of definitely the conclusion. After writing whole paper, you should include reference list, as this was the second feature of the academic writing that I listed already. And in this reference list, you should list all the authors that you used in your writing, the works of the authors. Citation and reference list, I already mentioned what is it. Citation is can be the difference, or one citation can be the two types in context. The first is in-text citation, which you can include someone's word with paraphrased version and giving the credit for the author in brackets, mentioning the name and date of publication. The second type is quotation. Quotation, as the name says, it's giving someone's ideas like a copy and paste, and you shouldn't change the words and structure, anything, vocabulary, anything. Just put the quotation mark, and that means it's someone's words exactly. It's not ruined. It's not ruined from someone's. It's like rule of the quotation. The second stage of the lesson explains different types of academic writing, which means the papers that include. The first is a research proposal. Many of university teachers and who work at different educational settings, mainly in higher education, should write a research proposal. Research proposal, as name says, from the word propose, which means any candidate of who is going to write this whole paper, like academic one, should make the brief outline of her or his research, which means the bigger, according to the amount, the bigger writing, types of the writing that requires a lot of preparation. And proposal serves as outlining and checking, correcting stage of the writing. Colleges usually submit research proposal before conducting their studies. This form of academic writing, which is concise yet coherent summary of your proposed research. It should contain the essential issues, questions that your research should address. The second types of the academic writing can be dissertations. I guess you heard about it before, because many of your teachers can write as a PhD work, their PhD work, like dissertation is a bigger one. Okay, let me give the definition for this. A dissertation means academic paper with definite writing rules. This document aims to give evidence of a candidate's knowledge or skills in a scholarly method, but the content itself may serve educational purposes that contribute to the field of study, which means the PhD teachers can write this addressing the one topic that concerns all of the people, can raise one of the problem in their working process and find the solution, and definitely should be written in academic style. The next types of the paper is a research paper. As I mentioned before, research proposal was the preparation of this procedure, and research paper is expanded essay that presents our things, evaluation or argument. Mainly there can be included the arguments, problem, solution, difference, says in the essays. The goal of the research paper is to bring together different views, evidences, facts about the topic from the books, articles, and interviews, then interpret the information into your writing. One of the famous and well-known types of the writing is definitely literature review. We can encounter this mainly in the higher education, who the students use it, who mainly do their masters or PhD works. This paper literature review requires a lot of gathering information from different sources. Literature review is an overview previously published works on a topic, which is if you choose that one exact topic, you should accumulate all of the information from different sources. It can be any types of resources, which should be the very reliable. Types of the materials can be different. For example, books, articles, websites, or any kind of internet sources. The next types of the academic writing is annotated bibliography. Bibliography also means that collection of the materials. Annotated means the brief information. Information can be included the personal view of somebody or facts about one exact topic. Annotated bibliography provides an overview and brief account of the available research on a given topic. It is a list of the research sources, takes a form of citation for each sources, followed by annotation, a short paragraph summarizing evaluating sources. As I know, annotated bibliography has own rule too. For example, before writing, you should include the source information first as a form of reference list. It should be in order, and you should include the information in order according to the reference list. Another feature of academic writing is it should be formal. The purpose of academic writing is to impartial relate knowledge. The goal isn't preconceptions of the speaker, but the focus on the claims of facts under discussion. Not only all statements should be backed by valid evidence, it should be guesses or predictions any of people. To avoid inconsistency, it is necessary to correctly and reasonably reflect the findings and the result of other researchers. It means that you explicitly explain your methodology and frank about your analysis in patients. The second feature of the academic writing, it should be clear. It should include the clear information and facts about a given topic to encourage your reader understands exactly what you say. It's important to use simple, concise terms that include being the descriptive and eliminating ambiguous words as possible, which means the word academic does not mean you should write very complex. Clarity helps you to understand your reader, to understand the whole signal of the writing. The next feature of the writing is it should be well sourced. Well sourced, it means you should care before using someone's work and someone's ideas or any types of the sources. You should be very carefully and check again and again its reliability. Specialist terminology or vocabulary of the scholarly literature, which typically addresses the other academic of similar areas, is always and often required. Academic research uses references to back its arguments. The references, those documents that writer analysis or uses for proof, many of the references would be written by other scholars. Scholarly research operates by prior inquiry. Sources are reliable and acceptable for use in academic writing must be concise, citing from the Wikipedia or other sources. In the next stage, let's discuss characteristics of academic writing. Characteristics, it means not the framework, not the structure, not the parts, but what should be done before the writing or after the writing. Here are a few things to remember about the characteristic of academic writing. How you have a description of college writing. The first is it should be planned and focused. Planned, it means before the writing you shouldn't sit and abruptly start writing your assignments. It means it should be planned as in the process of planning, you should outline all the information, all the stage parts of the writing beforehand. It's called, in another word, the outline serves as a plan, mini plan of the writing. The next characteristic is evidence. Evidence, which means reliability of any sources, which means given from reliable websites or articles that are used by all or many people. The next characteristics in tone and formal style. As I talked before, just before, formal style should be used in your writing, such as using like accurate grammar, or using the needed vocabulary or structure, the framework, all of it included as formal style. Plan it and focus it. The question, respond, and the topic is understood, which means very clear of, it should be very clear, and in any stage of the reading, your reader should understand what's going on in your paper. Outlining, as I described, it's academic writing, the right outline is needed. Contour will not only allow you to formulate your ideas, but will allow you to consider those interrelationships. It lets you find the correct material in order. Evidence, it reveals an understanding the field, confirms facts on the views and issues, and it's accurately referenced. Well, in the next stage, I will explain any types of academic writing structure. Structure, as I explained, include introduction, several questions, body and conclusion, and reference list. Which information should include in each stage, I will explain in the next. For example, in the title, in the writing of the title, you should include name of the topic along with explanation. The title shouldn't be so long or short, and it should be capturing, which attracts the reader's attention. In abstract, in the next stage of the writing, should include the information that you are going to present in the body. Abstract mainly serves as the outline of your paper, which starts with the opening, introducing the topic with a little bit definition, and then should explain, it should be included such words. This paper describes such information, for example. In the keywords, as I mentioned before, the keywords should present the new vocabulary that's considered as a complex and difficult to understand, and keywords serves as a dictionary for them, but not included definition. In the introduction, in the simple essay research paper, should include 3 types of information. The first is you should broadly give define the topic that you are going to talk about. For example, if your topic is paraphrasing, or you can choose any topic and it's in your title, and you should give the broadly definition to your title in the first sentence, second, third sentence of your introduction. The second information you should include in your introduction is background information. Background information is addressing to the other authors that what have done already before you in this field, and you should address and find out very captivating information and include in your introduction, which means after the definition. The second is in introduction part, the last information you should include, it's thesis statement. Thesis statement, if you study the IELTS, in introduction part you should write thesis statement. It doesn't call like that, it's because the terminology itself is academic, but thesis statements your position, what you exactly going to do. For example, in introduction of your test 2, you should paraphrase the question first and then include your position. You should say this essay will discuss this solution and this problem, which means you include in your body. In thesis statements, like it's the same process. In the thesis statement, you should broadly describe your position of the study, what you are going to do. Or do you suggesting something, or do you trying to find a solution, or addressing to the others sources, or give the real life authentic statistics, questionnaire, whatever types of information you should include in thesis statement. In the body, the next part of the academic writing is body. Exactly, in the body, as I mentioned, you should include different information. You can raise the problem and find solution of it, and include the questionnaire, real life authentic statistics that you use to identify, to find out some information. And in conclusion part, as name says, you should conclude all the information to sum up all the main points at the end. But in the research paper, the conclusion, the all parts should be much longer. For example, at least 1 page, introduction at least 3 to 4, based on the types of the writing. At the end, it's reference list. Reference list, the author's name should be in alphabetical order, and there can be another information, for example, date of publication, name of the article, title of the article, journal, page, publication, the place, and there has own rule. Okay, in introduction, you need to take the interest of the reader, describe the subject in the paper during the introduction. This can be achieved first by giving several questions, quotation from famous work or person, or any interesting knowledge or facts, or definition of a relevant working word. In the body, this is the most critical part of the writing, and the paragraphs must be written simply and arranged according to their logical order, chronologically, or by order or relevance. The first word connects the previous paragraph, and the entire section varies smoothly. Conclusion, you highlight the topic in final analysis and distill the key points. The conclusion in a paragraph that demonstrates the reader's final inference. Whether you write or say research paper, thesis, or presentation for a meeting, these tips are true and coherent. Here is that given several strategies for improving academic writing. The first is clear writing. Clear writing means not using so complex sentence structure. Yes, definitely you should include in your writing such the variety types of sentence structure, starting with simple, ending with compound, like complex, but you should use them in limit. For example, using over complex sentence structure can confuse the readers to understand the core of the writing. The clear writing, the thought process precedes that writing process. Good authors expend enough time to distill knowledge and analyzing key points from their research before they construct their writing. Excellent grammar. As name says, academic writing requires very accurate grammar, and it has own stage like proofreading. Before the writing and after writing, you have a lot of work to do with your work. For example, after the writing your paper, you should do proofreading, which means check your grammar, check the whole essay, and if you mistook in any word spelling, you should correct them after writing it. Proofreading is a very essential part of the writing, which requires a lot of focus and attention. Naturally, it can be challenging and complicated to write English grammar. Even with stronger scholars need several years to learn the most strong grammar points. Taking the time to research and primary the minor mistakes and issues. Consistent approach. Consistent, it means regular. PIC adhere to standard textbook manual of these types of includes guidelines for how numbers and sources, quotations, footnotes, or lists should be written. Consistent approach means that if you follow for the exact academic grading style, you should follow the rule of them. For example, MLA requires different information should be included, in AP it differs, and before the writing, any students who is going to write their assignments should carefully look through the style, which information, in which order it should be written. And here is the types of academic grading. Therefore, we in university settings we use most of the descriptive because we always describe something. 4 types of the rating included the descriptive type of rating, persuasive, analytical, and critical. Descriptive. One of the basic types of scholarly writing is descriptive. It can be divided into several subcategories: a summary, description, narration, explanation, and so on. The goal of the descriptive writing is to present the facts and information. A report will tell you what participants did or did not do during the experiment, how they responded to various stimuli, and what results were obtained. It supplies details such as how many people were involved in the study, when it was conducted, and where. It is overall the narrating something from the beginning till the end. The second type is analytical. Analytical writing is the process of reorganizing and possibly adding to the collection of the ideas or information that you have organized into suitable structures such as categories, groups, parts, relationships. Analyzing is a way of discovering whether arguments is valid, coherent, relevant in a logical way to the topic under discussion. To polish your analytical writing, you can give careful consideration to the subject matter. After you have summarized the facts and ideas, try different ways to grouping them in order to clarify what's important. Categories, groups, parts, and relationship. Analyzing is the way of discovering whether an argument is valid, coherent, and relevant in a logical way to topic under discussion. To polish your analytical writing, you can give the careful consideration to the subject matter. After you have summarized the facts and ideas, try the different ways of grouping them in order to clarify what's important. Categorize your work under different segments like advantages, disadvantages, and importance. And the other 2 types of the rating is persuasive and critical. As name says, persuasive should be persuade in someone's work or ideas. And if you are writing about one topic that you use a lot of sources about it, you should make believe your reader to it, which means you should include the events, the facts about exact topic. Critical rating means your own point of the view. In any types of the writing, you should include your own critical view at the end of the writing in any part, and mainly it comes in the body, that your critical approach when you include your own point of view about a topic, if you agree or disagree, and you can pose any position of because it's your own opinion, and academic rating is open to it, to be included such information. Let's sum up today's our lesson. We talked about a lot of things about academic rating, such as parts, structures, framework, and academic style, what's the strategies should be used, and types of the academic rating. We list a lot of types, including literature review, annotated bibliography, research proposal, the simple research type, and its parts, and we dig deeper about anything related to the academic rating, and we discussed each parts of the rating and what information should be included. I think today's lesson was very helpful to you to write your assignments, and it can be the greatly aid to your academic success. Thank you for attention. See you till the next lessons.